I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello collectors and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude. I am your host, Christopher, and as you can plainly see, we are surrounded by a house of Zods and Feora, who might as well be a member of the House of Zod. I mean, she is a loyal minion of my main man Zod, and Zod is finally getting the one thing that he always wants. He's pretty, damn obsessive about it. Superman is kneeling in front of him. He'd rather have Jor-El kneel, but as long as his heirs are kneeling, I think these various Zods, well, maybe not this guy, he probably doesn't really care, but, yeah, kneel before Zod. And since we are surrounded by Zods, clearly we must be about to look at a Zod, right? In the McFarlane DC Multiverse, General Zod from the DC Rebirth. And here goes the back of the box of some nice little product shot of Zod, and back to the front of the box of Zod. Mind you, this guy, for reasons that I don't know, because he looks wonderful through the box, has been kind of peg warming for a couple of years. But we went ahead and picked him up because, clearly we are a fan of Zod, and we want to see Kal-El kneel to Zod. So let's cut this bitch open. And here goes the good general out of the box, looking very decorative, I must say. And if our kneeling Superman seems exceptionally large, it's because he is exceptionally large. This is our Beast Kingdom Superman. Stands far above 8 inches. Yeah, just so you know, so he's much bigger than most everything. We'll move him to the side. And we have the General Zod with all of his accessories, which includes 2 extra pairs of hands, which is darn near unheard of from a McFarlane figure. And of course, his cherished trading card, which has lots of critical information about the character. But let's say we take a closer look at General Zod. So let's take a closer look at General Zod, who I must say is looking pretty darn good. But let's take a look at old Zod's face sculpt. Forgive the shadows, but I do think it adds a bit of a dramatic effect to General Zod. And it's not a bad face sculpt, it's pretty neutral. Sometimes I think for a character like Zod, who is perpetually angry, and not all the time, but he's angry a lot, maybe an angry face sculpt would go along, or maybe an extra face sculpt would be nice too. And as we scan up his uniform, of course the Zod crest on both his chest and on his shoulder pad. He has a very nice, not cloth cape, but a very pliable, plastic, very well textured cape. And even his back on his armor, his Kryptonian armor, I assume, has very nice designs on it. I am not quite sure what this U stands for. Maybe somebody out there can tell me, because it's in front as well. I want to say it's Ultraman, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. He has some nice gold accents on his knee pads to go along with his shin guards. Looks very nice, very nice. Again, if I wanted to nitpick, which I don't do, I could say, "Oh no, Todd, you got to paint the pin silver so it won't clash." But we're not gonna complain about that. And I really do like the armor. I mean, this guy is ready. He's a general. He's armored up. He is well decorated, even though I'm sure most of these decorations and awards the General Zod gave himself, because General Zod is a crazed lunatic, but he's my main man. Yeah, everything looks really good on General Zod. We've had this figure for a while, probably over a year. I think I got him at Amazon for around $12. And this is generally, for some reason, I don't know, he looks like a very good figure. I don't know why, because my assumption is figures that don't sell are the ones that get cut in price. I assume that the classic Wonder Woman will not be cut in price anytime soon, because apparently people do like to buy that. But let's take a quick look at his articulation. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. General Zod doesn't need to be doing too much. This is a guy, he's not going to be kneeling. He can kneel, but our General Zod will not be kneeling, But he does have some good articulation, I like to see, can I put a figure in the Kung Fu pose, kind of, I'd like to be able to move his leg a little over, but yeah, he is pretty good. His ab crunch is a little limited by his plethora of armor, and his head movement down is good, up a little bit, and he gets a little attitude on the left and the right. He looks pretty good, and he moves pretty good. I like this guy. And here go the wealth of extra hands that Zod comes with. A couple of fist hands, they look kind of tiny. A pain grabbing hand, he got two of those. He needs two of those. I think, matter of fact, I'm going to put one on him. So what kind of value do we assign to my main man, General Zod? Well, he is a nice looking figure. He is a well appointed figure. Maybe an angry head would have been nice. And you really can't have a rogues gallery of Superman without a proper General Zod, mind you. I have a bunch of General Zods. But this is my only McFarlane General Zod that'll measure up with my McFarlane Superman. We like this guy. And considering what I paid for him, which was about $12, he is a pretty good value. He's a good value at full price when he was $19.95. But at $12, he is a pretty good